Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 5th chapter, Karma Sannyasa Yogam, Sloka number 21. Shri Bhagavan Bahyasparsheshvasaktatma Vindatyatmani Yat Sukham Sabrahma Yoga Yuktatma Sukhamakshayamashnuते. Bhagavan Shri Krishna, while he is teaching the Gnana Yogam to Arjuna, many characteristics are the indicators of a Gnani and how the Gnanam will help a person to tackle the inner climate of the mind and the outer climate of the world. Gnanam is that which helps to tackle the inner climate and the outer climate. Now, in this 21st shloka, Bhagavan telling about one universal fact. What is that? The happiness or the pleasure, whichever, comes because of the external objects, is always a temporary one and always is a mixture of the dukkha also. That's why these sloka words we have already seen in the last class. Bahya sparsheshu asaktatma. Now, this person who is this Brahma Yoga Yuktatma, Brahma Yoga, that means whose attention is on the truth, reality, who realized the truth and who established in the truth, claiming his essential original nature as the Brahman or Atma. So, Brahma Yoga, that means he know theoretically also and he know practically also. Brahma Yoga Yuktatma, that means whose mind, Atma here, whose mind is well controlled internally and as well as when he is interacting with the world and seeing the world also, he sees everywhere in and out, throughout is only the Brahman, the Satyam. So, such a Saha Brahma Yoga Yuktatma Bahyasparseshu Asaktatma. When he, see, Atma word is used here 3 times. Okay? All these 3 words are about the mind only. Asaktatma, whose mind is not attached, entangled, or interested in the external sensual pleasures. And then, where from he gets the sukham? He will feel boredom in the life. He doesn't have any happiness. What is the source of his happiness? That too, Gnani's source of happiness is a uninterrupted source of happiness. Uninterrupted, not UPS, but UAS. Uninterrupted happiness source. That is because of his Atmani Vindati yat sukham. Here Atmani is his own self, in his own essential nature, which is nothing but the Brahman, which is nothing but the Swarupa of the Ananda, and that Sukham he gets from the within. Not only that, he knows that actually whichever I am before thinking and feeling that the Sukham is there in the outside objects, or ignorant people also imagine the Sukham is there in the outer sensual pleasures, but in fact that is Atma Sukham only reflecting there. So Vindati Atmani Yat Sukham. That Sukham is what he gains within himself, the Sukham, Ananda, this Brahma Yoga Yuktatma, that is Akshayam Sukham. That Sukham is Akshayam Sukham, unending, uninterrupted, undecaying, he attains. So, Gnanam gives this highest benefit of gaining the internal happiness, which is not depending on any external things, and discovered that I am the source of happiness for the entire world, for entire material world. So that Sukham Ashnute. Akshayam Sukham. That the Akshayam word is more important. How it is possible? Unending, undecaying, undiminishing. Okay? Sukham. Akshayam. No, where there is no Kshaya. Akshaya Sukham. That Sukham is Akshaya Sukham. Now here in the 22nd shloka and 23rd shloka, if at all you have the desire as a seeker to attain that Akshaya Sukham, what is the sadhana you have to do? You have to understand here in Gnana Yoga there is nothing doing physically or outside. It is only intellectual understanding. So 22nd and 23rd shlokas are the Gnana Yoga sadhana. So that means these are also indicators for a seeker to attain that Gnanam and the Gnana Nishtha. Here I will read the 22nd shloka, then I will connect the Akshaya Sukham and what Bhagavan is telling here all together we will analyze. Ehi samsparshja bhogaha dukkayonaya evate आद्यन्तवन्तः कौन्तेय न तेषु रमते बुधः. The very important and the first sadhana here told. Now, before going to the word to word, I will give some clues and points. In this world, everything comes and goes. In the world of this big station or a aerodrome, airport, what is happening? Arrivals and departures. You just see, observe, everything which is not there before comes and stay for some time and departs. So it is nothing but our whole life is experiential world life is arrivals and departures. Even this body also arrived, so it will depart. This is the first principle you have to understand. Arrivals and departures. Now, what arrives? Sukham arrives. Dukkham also arrives. and both go after some time. Both will go after some time. And this Sukham is not a pure 100% Sukham. There is nothing in this world 100% pure in the Prakriti. The Prakriti, either person or the any object, nowhere. There is nothing 100% healthy body. There is no 100% diseased body also. So it is a combination of the uh, half of mixture. So what we can say, every misery is a mixture of the every sukham, happiness is the mixture of the sorrow also. So the second point is everything is here a mixture. The first point what I said is everything is arrival and departure there, and everything is a mixture. For example, now Shastra analyzes and tell that whatever you are thinking that this is going to give me the happiness, this is going to give me the pleasure, that definitely has got the internally dukkham also. So 3 points we can see. One is dukkha mishritatvam. Any activity, any achievement, any struggle in this world for pleasure, happiness is got a dukkha mishritatvam. It is a combination of with the dukkha also. For example, if you want to earn a money, there is a dukkham mishritatvam. How come? There is a arjana dukkham. That means acquisition pain, and then rakshana dukkham, to preserve and to protect that wealth. That is also is again there is a struggle. Then thirdly, Vaya Dukkham or departure Dukkham. If it is, leaves you, or it is when you are going to spend it, you will have a pain because you earned with a hard work. So Arjana Dukkham, acquisition pain, and retaining and maintaining Rakshana Dukkham, and going or expending Dukkham, Vyaya Dukkham. So Dukkha Mishritatvam is there. Dukkha Mishritatvam. And second point is it is Asantrupti Karatvam. There is, I told 100% satisfaction. There is nothing in this world in any sensual pleasure. So naturally, asantrupti karatvam means dissatisfaction. Dissatisfaction. Because there is no trupti, contentment. The worldly pleasures or things never give contentment. Whether they become greedy for them, or whether they become the source of the sorrow and you want to give up them, anyway can happen. So dukkha asantrupti karatvam. There is always a dissatisfaction. Still there is some kind of vacuum is there. It's not. We have to analyze our life examples, experiences. Then thirdly, agama payitvam. They come and go. That's why I told that point. They arrive and they departure. Okay. and they are the cause of this point only. Lord saying in the 22nd Sloka, they have the beginning and they have the end. Whatever I am talking, those points are all there in this Sloka. If you see in the second line, Adi Antavantaha, which has got beginning, so definitely there will be end. Whichever has got beginning, there should be a end also. And they are all mixed with the dukkham. So these are the 3 points. Dukkhamishritattvam, asantruptikaratvam, agamapayatvam, arrival and departure. And so now what to do? How to handle? Two options are there in which we generally get trapped. One option is either I have to possess them and go through the sorrows and whatever. They give happiness. We should not we are not saying that they won't give the happiness at all. But remember that they are bound to give them misery, also sorrow to you. Immediately or after some time in course of time. So one option is if you possess them, then be ready to accept that they give the sorrow also. Or second option, I don't want to possess, I want to give it up. If you want to give it up, you have to give up everything. You have to give up everything. No any kind of attachment or a craving for anything. Then also non-possessing also is a challenge or the problem. You will feel vacuum. If you give up your relationships, just imagine, then you will feel that I don't have anybody to say I belong to them and they belong to me. You will feel inside, and nobody is there around me to take care of. If I fell sick, what is going to happen to me? Or before dying, I'm leaving this body. Who will be there? Because nobody is there. You are given up. You renounced everything. So possessing also, you need a gnanam. If you possess also, there is a problem. If you don't possess also is a problem. Now how to tackle this puzzle? Shastra says that if you have the self knowledge, the gnanam about your own self, then only it is possible you can handle either by possessing them or by non possessing them. Because this gnanam makes you to understand that I am not depending on any of them. So I possess them, but I am ready to, I have a strength, inner strength to face the consequences. Whatever misery. Suppose we want children. One side people will come, Swami, since so many years we are not getting the child. We are praying to every god, we are visiting every temple, but still we are not getting the child. Some people will come and ask, they want to possess. Now there are some other set of parents who comes and complain, my son did like this, my daughter did like this, I never thought of that. They are not listening at all. They are going in a wrong way. And what to do? And like that, I'm feeling now so insulted, and I'm not able to raise my head and walk in the society. I feel like committing suicide. I want to end my life. So like this, so Not having the children also, people are worrying. After having the children also, they are worrying. So possession also is giving the worry, and then afterwards you want to do the non-possession, giving up. I will give you the best example from the Ramayana. See, the Dasharatha and Kausalya, they were not having the children for a long time, and then they prayed that God and all that. Then at last, Dasharatha has got 4 children, and all are happy, everything fine. But when that situation came that Rama has to go to forest, okay, one day, and what happened? Dasharatha got emotionally broke down, and the Kausalya also. Everybody in the whole Ayodhya, everybody become upset, depressed, dejected, and except the Rama, who is the victim of that situation, he is not affected because he is having the Atma Gnana. He knows that yesterday my dad said that he will make me the prince, and today he is telling that no, you have to go to forest and live for 14 years. What to do? Accept it. So be ready to accept when it is in your favor, okay. When it is not in your favor also, okay. Who can tell this? How is it possible? Only by having the self-knowledge. Who are you really? What is your essential nature? What is the relationship between this material world and to you? So that knowledge, so to face the possession problems, to face the non-possessing problems, I'm giving up everything, but I won't feel lonely. I won't feel lonely. I won't feel boredom. So this is the secret or the benefit of knowledge. But here, Bhagavan telling in this 22nd and 23rd sloka as the sadhana. So what sadhana we have to do regarding this external world and all that? Now see the words meaning. Yehi samsparshaja bhogaha. This samsparsha, bahya sparsheshu, the word which is used there. And those enjoyments, those sensual object pleasures, remember that they are they become, they are the cause of they are the womb of the dukkhayonaya evate. They are cause for the misery. One day or other, little small or bigger in measurement, the misery is bound to come. So every sensual object pleasure is ends or leads and leaves you with the dukkha. And here, eva word is, Shankara says that it is even the pleasures of the Swarga. Because in Swarga also, this Kama, Krodha, this anger, all are there. That is what we heard. Even we are not visited the Swargam, we heard in the Puranas how many times the Indra got frightened because of somebody is doing the tapas, and they may come and occupy this Indra Padavi, the power. So he keep on go and disturb them. There are so many examples in even Bhagavata. When Naranarayana rishis are doing tapas, Narayana Rishis are nothing but the incarnation of the Lord Vishnu. But Indra, not knowing that, he thought if he do tapas, more and more and great tapas, then he will come and occupy my seat. Then he started playing some mischief. He sends the so many people of this Gandharva, Manvada, all kind of thing, people to disturb the tapas. This is not in one case. Whoever doing the Ashwamedha Yaga also Indra do. And after that, there also there is again, uh, people are giving the shapa to them and Indra commits lot of mistakes. Other devatas also. This is one side. But about suppose if we go to heaven because of some punya karma, Shastra says, Puranas, in heaven also there is a gradation. There is a lower and medium and higher gradation is there. Huh? LIG, MIG and HIG. Lower income group, middle income group and higher income group. That means what punyam. According to that, your facilities, your pleasures, your place and all that is given to you. Yes. Like here only. Here also, President of India has got so many facilities and respect and honor. Then Prime Minister of India. And then member of the ministers and member of the parliament. So gradation is there or not? In the same way, in Swarga also. So there also there is a problem of ego. There is a fear of insecurity. Jealous also is there. Craving also is there. So therefore, Dukkhayonaya, they are the womb, nucleus, cause for the misery. Not only that, Arjuna, they are having the beginning and the end. Adi antavantaha e kaunteya. Therefore, what do you want to say, my dear Lord? Teshu buddha naramante. The wise people never get attracted towards them. And if they are there, they are okay. If they are not there also, they are okay. They never become a victims. They never become enslaved to them. They never crave for them. Buddha, Buddhiman, who is having this wisdom, the self-knowledge, the discrimination power, the dispassion, vairagya. That's why in Kathopanishad, the small boy Nachiketa, he was tempted by Yamadharmaraja by all means of sensual pleasures. Everything. Okay? Any even small pleasure for any small thing, if you become addict and slave also, that is enough, you are trapped. For example, some people they are addicted to the coffee. Some people they are addicted to the newspaper. Some are nowadays the cell phone. Like this, some are to the betel nut. Something people becomes addict. It gives a small pleasure, but they don't know later on they have to they are becoming the slaves to it, addicted to it. Then that pleasure will rule them instead of their mind rules that. So this is uh, the Buddha wise people. They saw this fact. They clearly understood. That's why they are wise people. All others are otherwise people. So wise people, Teshu, in any of these worldly things, they never take rejoice. That means if the comforts are there naturally by them, by prarabdha, for Jnanis also, some comforts will come, but they won't get uh, elated by them. Or if the comforts goes away, they never become depressed or dejected. Duk- दुःखेष्वनुद्विघ्नमनाः सुखेषु विगतस्पृहः वीतरागभयक्रोधः स्थितधीर्मुनिरुच्यते. In second chapter we saw. When we are talking about the Kathopanishad Nachiketa, there is one more point also. The Nachiketa says that there is old age. Yamadharmaraja says that I will give you lot of pleasures and all that. I will give more lifespan also. But how much you do, one day or other, this Jaraya Viveti, the old age will come and catches. So, whichever belongs to the nature, whether that is in this world or in the other world, it is bound to get destroyed and decay. Only duration is different, that's it. Here 100 years means there is 1000 years. So what? But it will end. Even Brahmaji's life also will get end. Only the lifespan is different for us and to him. And here also there are so many small insects and creatures. They live only one day. But for them it is a so big time. So what? Therefore, understand this. This is the sadhana. Now, what is the crux of this shloka? Now, let me connect that akshaya. Now, the question is clarified. Is there any such kind of undecaying happiness and all that? Yes. Where? You are that happiness. And when you discover that unending, undecaying happiness source are you, then where is the question of craving for the small, little pleasures which comes and goes and disturbs you and finally left you in the misery. So the worldly pleasures are all just like that. अर्धमनर्धं भावय नित्यं नास्ति तत् सुखलेशः सत्यं पुत्रादपि जनभाजां भीतिः सर्वत्रैषा विहिता रीतिः. The money, wealth and progeny, properties, anything finally leaves you in fear and leaves you in the misery and make you to suffer. This is the law in the entire world, in this nature. Then why you are not understanding, why you are going and catching that temporary which has got the arrival and departure, those were worldly objects. Then after that, in 23rd shloka, Bhagavan giving another sadhana, the second one, handling, how to handle the kama krodha or raga dvesha. Our whole life is a mixture of these two. If you put a list, likes and dislikes, only two lists, two lines, columns. So likes and dislikes is called raga or dvesha. Now Bhagavan telling this sadhana one should practice lifelong. Shaknoti haiva yas sodhum prak sharira vimokshanat kama कामक्रोधोद्भवं वेगं स युक्तः स सुखी नरः. So who is the real happiest person in this world? Who can have that Akshaya Sukham? Whoever conquered, learned to manage the anger and the desire. Desire and anger, these two are the culprits for all our suffering. Not only suffering in this life, but they becomes the cause for suffering of the next many more janmas also. So here, Bhagavan telling, if anybody, yaha shaknoti ihaeva sodhum. Shaknoti means who is able to conquer here, now, in this world, while living in this body, eva itself, and able to is able to withstand. Sodhum means here not destroying or removing completely. That is not the meaning. Who is able to withstand for the onslaughts of this kama krodha, not allowing them to take a big avatara, even though they are there almost at the zero level, and they never disturbs him, they never make him miserable, this kama and krodha. That is the meaning, sodhum shakyate, able to withstand or control. Then, prak sarira vimokshanat, before this body dying, before leaving this body. Because if before leaving this body, if you are not getting this knowledge and if you are not able to overcome and control the desire and anger, definitely those impressions, vasanas, and they create another life for you. That's why Jivan Mukti, liberation while living now and here, is important for Vedanta. Other paths, they won't accept that. But here, even the great devotee of Lord Rama, Tyagaraja, sung in his Kirtanas, no? మోక్షముగలదా భువిలో జీవన్ముక్తులు గాని వారలకు. That means, hey Rama, if anybody not get liberated while living, is there any liberation after the death? I don't think so. Am I correct? So he is asking and talking to the Rama, Moksham Kalada, is there is any liberation who is not become the Jivan Muktas, liberation while living? No. So, Prak Sharira, before leaving this body, before this body is getting disintegrated, means before the death, you must be able to what? For what I have to withstand? The force of the Kama Krodha Udbhavam Vegam. That's why we cannot remove all these six enemies totally 100%. Remember this. Because there is nothing total 100% anything in this material world. Okay? Because it is belongs to the Prakriti. Prakriti will have always Vikruti. As long as this body and the mind complex is functioning, they will be there. But how to use those negative emotions for a positive purpose? and the negative emotions almost completely under control. But that emotion is used. I will give you one or two examples. Let us complete this. Kama Krodha Udbhava. The force, the speed generated by the desire and the anger. Why desire and anger both are kept side by side? See, desire is the cause for desire kills you. Okay? Desire kills you. Desire is the cause for your next life. Karma. And if the desire is fulfilled, you will become greedy. If the desire is not fulfilled, you become angry. And then all other, the six uh, brothers and sisters all together, they are nothing but the different forms of this desire only. You catch the point now? If desire fulfills, I will become more and more greedy. I want more, I want more. If the desire is not fulfilled, I will become angry. If anybody is getting their desires satisfied, I will feel jealous. And like this karma is the first. Then krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. All this will take different forms. So at the root, the origin, there you have to hit. There you have to control. Keep a break. Kama, krodha. That's why in another place, Lord said that the entrances for the hell are these three. Trividham narakasyedam dwaram nashenamatmanah. Three entrances are for the hell. Hell means for downfall. What are they? Kamakroham, kamakrodham stadha lobha. Lobha. So, kamakrodha udbhavam vegam. If anybody can keep them under perfect control, iha eva. That means another point here, as long as we are still alive and functioning through this instrument body mind, we never take it for granted that I have conquered them 100% totally. They are all just hiding under the ground like hiding, and they will anytime attack, hiding like a terrorist, and anytime they will again come out and attack us. So you must be very careful and lead a vigilant life. Okay. Now this is then uh, who is able to do this? Only that yuktaha can do that. Sayuktaha. He is only a really a person who conquered this entire world. See, conquering your own mind is equal to the conquering the entire world. Learning to manage your own mind first, then only you can manage the others. Learn to manage inside, then only you can able to manage outside. Okay. So this Vegam is controlled by this Yukta Purusha, this Yukta, Yogi, Muni. Next Shloka Bhagavan is going to use the Rishi word also. All these are all synonym like to this Gnani, the Sadhaka, who is very with great commitment walking in this path of the knowledge. Not only that, Arjuna, he is that Yukta only can do that, or Yukta means here he is the only wise person. He is the only Jivan Mukta. He is the only self-realized person. That's why he is only the happiest person. Naraha. Naraha means the person, man. What man? He is the only Jivan Mukta, he is the only happiest person, he is the only wise person. So the lesson sadhana here is never justify. We never justify our over desiring, unwanted desiring, unrighteous desiring, and the desires keep on increasing, and anger. Anger also kills us. Desire also kills us. Before the anger burns us, we must be able to burn the anger. So in this way, he is the only Sukhi. So after giving this second clue of sadhana, then 24th shloka, Bhagavan now from 24th onwards up to the end of this chapter, now again he is highlighting the phalam of this gnanam. Gnana phalam. 24th shloka. योऽन्तः सुखोऽन्तरारामः तथान्तर्ज्योतिरेव यः स योगी ब्रह्मनिर्वाणम् ब्रह्मभूतोऽधिगच्छति. Before okay, let us see one or two words, and I want to tell you another important point. Yaha antas sukha, who is actually told no, two shlokas before, 22nd shloka, is internally gained. Bahyasparsheshu asaktatma vindati atmani yat sukham. So atma sukham. That atma sukham is called antas sukham, illa swanta sukham. यह अंतःसुखः अंतरात्मः तदा अंतर्ज्योतिः एव यः. Whoever is able to recognize and see here, these words are indirectly conveying here, Sat, Chit, Ananda is derived or proved by these three words. Okay, here the three words are there in the first line indirectly. What is that? We will take from the first of all Antaratmaha. Antar means inside. Everything is inside. First you discover inside, then you will see outside also. Antah. What is there? It is there. It is in the form of the Sat, existence. I exist. Therefore, I know I exist. This existing and knowing, or knowing and existing, which is first? You cannot say like that, which is first. Because I exist, I know that I exist, or because I know, that's why I exist. These are not having any gap or different. Actually, this existing and knowing are called Sat Chit. So now here, Antaratma, Antararamaha, sorry, Antara Aramaha, Atma illa Aramaha. Arama means dwelling place, resting place. Aramam, Viramam, Vishranti, guest house, rest house. dwelling place, correct meaning. Bauddha aramas, no? Those days where Bauddhas are used to stay, those places are called aramas. So, antararamaha, that means he is in his own existence, he is abided. Existence, being, and not only just I exist, but I know Antah Jyotihi. This Jyoti word indicates to the Chit. Aramaha indicates to the Sat. Antah Jyoti, Anta Aramaha means the existence consciousness. Yah Anta Sukha. And that existence and consciousness is, it is just a dead matter like consciousness. When you say, it is not dead, it is a Chaitanyam. But what is that Chaitanyam? It is a Sukha Swarupam. It is a Ananda Swarupam. I told you just now, I am the source, fountain, reservoir, UPS, uninterrupted Ananda supply. That's why if I say that is good, if I say that is bad, if I say that is giving pleasure, if I say that is not giving pleasure, all that is actually who is doing? I am doing. So I am the judge. In fact, I discovered also, unless otherwise I am here and I lend the consciousness where from these other objects and the other things are getting the Chaitanyam. Even this body mind complex being, I exist and I lend the Chaitanyam to this gross matter, the body mind complex. But they may not work after some time, they may get disintegrated because they are all belong to the Pancha Mahabhutas, but I still exist. I exist in a universal total one. I exist in a samashti. That's why Ananta. The same Satchidananda is told in the other words. Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Veda Nihitam Guhayam Parame Vyoman. Here Antaha word. Okay. 3 times Anta word is Antar. Antaha means not Antam. Inside, inside. That inside means what here? Not, don't imagine uh, uh, objectively like that, some in and out. That is you, where you are feeling that I. Without that there is any other thought forms. But without all other any thoughts, this I is existing as it is, undisturbed, uncompromised, unaffected, uncontaminated. You focus your attention on it. This antaha means source. Okay? Where the I thought started functioning, throbbing. So that I thought is the nucleus, antaha. That means I exist. I, as I know I exist. That is my knowledge that I am the Satchit Ananda. So here, Sukham, Antararamam, Jyoti, 3 words indicate the Satchit Anandam. If this is the case, Okay, next line I will come after 1 minute, 2 minutes. What is the why I am not able to know I am that Satchidananda Swarupa? The answer is so simple that because you are overpowered by, covered by, dominated by this kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada. Where are they? They are all belong to the mind. Now, the point is, what is the difference between the mind and the intellect? Intellect is called higher mind, mind is called lower mind. Then again, where are they? You can't see outside, they are within you only. But this difference we must know. The higher mind is called, intellect is called rational mind, and the lower mind is called emotional mind. When this lower emotional mind is dominating and overlapping, conquering, covering the rational thinking intellect, then the samsara, all this ajnanam problem. So we must be here in the previous shloka, kama krododbhavam vegam, when Lord said, keep under control your emotional mind and positive emotions. Even these negative emotions, I told that I will give one or two examples. I didn't give there. I didn't forget. I will give. The lower mind, the even it looks like a negative emotion, desire. There he said, desire you have to keep under control. Now, positive desire is always good. Now, I am desiring to talk to you Bhagavad Gita. It is a desire. And you are desiring to listen to Bhagavad Gita, Shastra. It is a good desire. Or you are desiring to go to temple and worship the Lord. It is a good desire, positive. Now, take the another emotion also. Now, anger. Even anger is actually a protecting, useful tool whenever, but only when I know how to use that instrument, anger. I bring that anger emotion and I express, but I know that really I am not angry. But in that situation, it is needed to express the anger. For example, there are some Mahatmas, Jnanis also, in certain situations, they express the anger, express. Even when you are serving the Guru also, in some occasions, you may get nice, hmm, uh, okay, left and right. But is it really they're talking because of anger on you, hating you? But that situation that is necessary for you to teach or learn that way of treatment. But with Gnani, he knows that I am using the anger as instrument. Whenever I need, I will use it only for positive and the better purpose. Take anything like that. Now, another example is having the jealousy, asuya. You can have how positively see the Nachiketa, small 7 years boy, see the Dhruva, 5 years boy. In 5 years, 7 years, they are able to do such a devotion and such a gnana uh, effort for again getting the gnana. What I am doing at the age of 50 and 60, we must feel we must feel jealous about those great devotees or the gnanis. Nothing wrong. It will help you to grow. So in this way, even the negative emotion you use for a positive benefit. and gradually they are under your total control. That's why we said that don't imagine or think that all emotions 100% can be eradicated from your personality. Person. No, it is not possible. As long as the mind is alive, they are there. They are all the nature and the construction of the mind, parts of the mind only. That is how this world interaction all takes place. But later you will come to know that everything is mithya. The world is mithya. I am. This body is mithya. Mind is mithya, unreal, unreal. Everything is unreal. Brahma Satyam. The entire other things are mithya. Ekameva. Dviti Advitiyam. So for that, so here you have to understand that higher and lower mind. Okay, now I given the examples to that positive emotion also. How to use the negative emotions as the positive emotions. Emotional eradication means not completely 100% removing. That is never possible. Never think of that. Let them be there, but they are perfect under your control. Whenever you need, you use them very scarcely and with control. This is called art of living. This is what Gnana gives us for us. Okay? Or otherwise unnecessary struggling with the mind and all. Understand? And give more sharpness to your rational mind, intellect, thinking. That is automatically will come when you are keep on listening. This is all that only. Listening to different Prakarana Grandhas, Bhagavad Gita, our Upanishads, our intellect. The higher mind, rational faculty is becoming very sharp and it is now able to discriminate. That's why the first qualification told in the Adhyatmika lifestyle is called discrimination. All 4D. You remember? 4D. Discrimination, dispassion, discipline, and desire. See, there also desire. Mukshutvam is a desire. If I put it in a 3, 4 capital D English letters. Now, Sayogi. Now, Bhagavan again telling, Satya Yogi. Here, yogi means never imagine the external attire, whether he is with the dadi or with the jata or he is in the cave or Himalayas and not like this. You are yogi. Whoever understood this gnanam, this teaching, you are yogi, I am yogi. Yogi means need not to have the ashtasiddhis and performing the miracles. Never, nothing. Nowhere in the whole Bhagavad Gita, nowhere in the Upanishads, these miracles and extraordinary powers are not at all discussed. Okay? They all again fall in the category of the relativity. Sayogi Brahma Nirvanam Brahma Bhutaha Adigachati. I keep these two words for the next class because very crucial, important technical words. Brahma Nirvanam, Brahma Bhutaha. Why the two words and two times Brahma and Adigachati means he attains. Gachati means goes. Adigachati means he goes and attains. What is this going? There is really any traveling distance or space wise? All these points we will discuss in the next class. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ हरि ओम तत्सत्